In photos, Rizal Memorial Tennis Center ready for Philippine Women's Open. A look at the newly energized Rizal Memorial Tennis Center in Manila on January 22, 2026. The venue is being readied for the maiden Philippine Women's Open, scheduled to run from January 26 to 31st. Alex Ila confirmed her participation in the WTA 125 tournament, the country's first-ever Women's Tennis Association-sanctioned event, after returning from her Australian Open debut earlier this week. Second-ranked Filipina tennis player Tenny Almaidis and Filipino-Australian Lizette Cabrera are also set to compete. Ila's notable run in the 2025 Miami Open turned tennis into a national conversation, with Filipino supporters following her through several WTA matches after she broke into the top 50. Tickets for the qualification matches cost 275 Cuban pesos, while main draw tickets may be purchased for 1,150 Cuban pesos. Access to the semifinal and final matches is available for 2,300 Cuban pesos, premium, and 1,700 Cuban pesos, general admission. In photos, Rizal Memorial Tennis Center ready for Philippine Women's Open, a creative portrait of passion, place, and possibility. When the sun warms the refurbished hardcourts at the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center in Manila today, it illuminates more than just freshly painted lines and taut nets. It reflects a story of ambition, pride, and a nation readying itself for a historic sporting moment. Philippine Women's Open 2026 isn't merely another event on the calendar. It's the Philippines staking a meaningful claim onto the world stage of women's professional tennis, and the iconic center court is its awakened heart. Classical building the place, where tradition meets transformation. Set within the sprawling Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, the tennis center has long stood as a testament to the Philippine sporting spirit, a place where local hopes and dreams played out through regional championships and national tournaments. Built in 1987 and already an important fixture in Philippine tennis, the venue has undergone a significant makeover to meet international standards for this year's WTA 125 tournament. In recent weeks, crews worked around the clock to renew courts, remodel support facilities, and elevate the entire center experience. The seating capacity now spans around 2,000 spectators, nearly doubling its previous setup, ensuring that the Filipino crowd can fully embrace the spectacle about to unfold. The courts gleam under Manila's tropical light. New bleachers capture the promise of cheering crowds, team tents line the perimeter, and the vibrant hues of hard-court surfaces send a visual signal that serious competition is on its way. These images, shared across social platforms and news outlets, reveal a venue buzzing with quiet intensity, poised between stillness and the coming storm of serves, rallies, and crowd roars. Gear the preparation, where precision and passion collide. The transformation didn't happen overnight. Months of planning and construction, guided by the Philippine Sports Commission, PSC, and the Philippine Tennis Association, PhilTA, culminated in a flurry of activity in the weeks leading up to January's tournament. Workers resurfaced hardcourts, installed lighting systems, refurbished changing rooms, and prepared player lounges and technical areas needed for world-class competition. PSC Chairman Patrick Pato Gregorio has remarked several times, with a mix of relief and pride, that the facility is now nearly complete, calling it 95% ready in one recent update. Officials and crews have run final checks on every court, tested lighting, and made sure every bench, line, and boundary measure up to international standards. This painstaking process, often starting before dawn and stretching long into night, tells a story of collaboration. Government agencies, sports administrators, engineers, and staff working in coordination to ensure that every detail, from court traction to spectator comfort, is handled with care. The result is a setting that doesn't just comply with regulations, but embraces elegance and readiness. Tennis Racket and Ball The Vision, a historic stage for women's tennis. The 2026 Philippine Women's Open, held January 26 to 31st, marks the first time the Philippines is hosting a WTA-sanctioned event on its home soil. Classified as a WTA 125 tournament, the competition joins a circuit that bridges pathways between emerging talents and the elite of women's professional tennis. With a total prize pool of $115,000, ranking points, and global visibility at stake, this event signifies a new chapter for tennis in the country. For many, the excitement isn't just about the matches, it's about representation, opportunity, and inspiration. Filipino fans anticipate seeing international competitors in action, and perhaps most thrillingly, watching homegrown stars take part on the center stage. One name reverberating through discussions is Alex Ila, the Philippines' highest-profile tennis player in recent years. Awarded a wildcard slot into the main draw, her potential participation adds a deeply personal connection for Filipino fans who have followed her rise on the global circuit. Ila's journey, from local courts to Grand Slam stages, embodies the aspirations of many young athletes watching from the stands. Camera with flash scenes of transformation, beyond the lines and nets. Imagine a sequence of images, snapshots captured in the final hours before the tournament. Courts freshly marked, with crisp white lines cutting across brilliant blue and green surfaces. Workers fine-tuning press boxes, testing broadcast equipment and network lines for global coverage. Tennis officials walking the perimeter, clipboards in hand, eyes scanning seating rows and signage placements. Umpire chairs arranged, each polished and strategically aligned for perfect visibility. Player tents and benches set, bearing national flags and sponsor logos, lending an air of international festivity. These photos, from news galleries and social media, don't just show construction or renovation. They reveal readiness, energy, and a moment of anticipation frozen in time. Through each lens angle, sunlight dances on courts, bleachers are kissed by new colors, and banners proclaim "Let the Philippine Women's Open begin."